A very good morning to all. In the previous class, we had studied about malnutrition and the ways to prevent malnutrition. Now, in today's class, we are going to study about another life process which is called as nutrition. Now, as you can see in the picture, the person is eating his food. Now, the main reason that we need to eat is for the survival of our body so that its structure and functioning takes place accordingly. Now, nutrition, the process of taking in and using food which takes place in living organism is called nutrition. Now you can see in the diagram how an internal structure of an organism looks like. So for the functioning of these systems, the process of we need for this process some supplements. So the process of taking in and using food taking place in an organism is called nutrition. So basically the nutrients, for example in plants, carbon dioxide and water help in their survival. Need for nutrition. Now why do we need nutrition? To supply the energy required for doing work, growth and development of the body. Now you can see from an infant to an adult in the various stages. In each stage there is growth and development of the body, and this takes place because the nutrition given at every stage was appropriate. So the need for nutrition is for the growth and development of the body, to replace the damaged cells and repair tissues. Now while the processes which take place, what happens is at times there is repairing of the cells and tissues, and for this reason we require some nutrients, we require some the fourth reason to fight the diseases. Now, as we have seen, Corona, in this stage, we are fighting a very big pandemic. If we intake proper nutrients, boost our immunity system, so these nutrients will help us to fight the diseases. So, the following are the needs of nutrition. Now we will learn the types of nutrition. Nutrition is of two types: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. The word autotrophic is split up into two. The word auto means self and trophic means nutrition. So autotrophic nutrition is a mode of nutrition in which the organisms can produce their own food and nourish themselves. Since the preparation of food is by themselves and they themselves nourish the organism, this mode is called autotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition, some organisms depend on the other plants and animals for their food, and hence because they are dependent on others, this mode is called heterotrophic nutrition. Now you can see in autotrophic nutrition, some organisms can produce their own food and nourish themselves. So So it is called as autotrophic. You can see green plants in presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, they exchange the gases in presence of chlorophyll and prepare the food by themselves in presence of sunlight, and this process is called as photosynthesis. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Now, next mode of nutrition, heterotrophic. Some organisms depend on other organisms, plants or animals, for their food. This is called heterotrophic nutrition. For example, the lion survives due on other animals. So, the mode of nutrition for lion is heterotrophic. Now, some life processes go on continuously in living organisms. Substances which are digested and assimilated, absorbed in the blood for obtaining energy and for growth and health of our body are called the foodstuffs. So basically, foodstuffs are those materials which are in need by the organism for its functioning of these different systems: the digestive, respiratory and circulatory. In the digestive system, you can see that the nutrients are digested and then assimilated and supplied to all over the body. We need to have a balanced diet. Now we get several types of nutrients from foodstuffs. You can see a balanced diet consists of correct amount of quantity as well as quality of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins and fiber. These are nutrients which help us to supplement our body processes. Nutrients are of two types based on the quantity requirement in our body: macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are required in major quantity, whereas micronutrients are required in less quantity. Now, macronutrients include carbohydrates, proteins and fats. These are required in large quantity. Now, they are called as macronutrients because for the formation and major life processes, wear and tear of the tissues, carbohydrates, proteins and fats play an important role. Micronutrients are those nutrients which are required in less quantity: minerals, vitamins. Even though they are required in less quantity, it does not mean that they have no importance. The less quantity also plays a very important role, because even if we are deficient in this less quantity also, we can suffer various disorders. So intake of macro as well as micronutrients, depending upon the quantity, plays a very important role. I hope you have understood the concept of nutrition. Thank you.